It's finally over. The struggle was real for far too long, but I'm glad it's over now. As I sit in my dilapidated living room on my worn-in lawn chair writing this story, things finally seem right. For once in my life, I'm proud to be a North Korean. The name's Big Bird. That's right. Big Bird from the children's television program Sesame Street's the full name, and all my life I've lived in both Koreas. Living directly under the neutral zone in a giant pit can be difficult sometimes. I used to get shot at a lot whenever I went outside to complain about the Democrats, but I didn't mind. I didn't go out much anyways. The crack still got a strong hold on me though. I wish I could stop, but I just love it too much to give it up. What can I say? Big Bird likes a bit of the crack pipe from time to time. It's not like it's hugely detrimental to my overall physical health or anything. I've never liked the economic state of North Korea either. The corruption of our government has always given me terrible allergies, so much so that I had to buy an EpiPen to stop the reactions. My number one goal in life was to abolish the border and create a mega Korea, but I never thought my idea would come to fruition, until one fateful day. It was a Wednesday, if I remember correctly. It was around 3 p.m. and I had just woken up from a 2-day nap. That's what crack does to a person. I opened my sunken, weary eyes and slowly rolled off my heavily pee-stained mattress. "Time for some crack," I declared, my heart beating rather slow, like a child with high-functioning fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. As I broke up the crack rocks to begin my daily routine, I turned on the television to watch the news. During the commercial break, an ad played for a divorce lawyer, Dr. Quigbert McBumbled Esquire and Company. I've been looking for one of those, I thought to myself. After my wife, Mrs. Big Bird, had contracted preeclampsia during her 7th pregnancy, I found her to be incredibly annoying. She would always complain about how she has needs and wants me to stop putting her out in the yard every time she goes to sleep. That bitch was crazy. Anyways, I decided to go to the law firm, which was conveniently located in a dimly lit Wendy's directly next to the hole that I lived in. During the whole divorce process, I became closer with Quigbert, and after only a short while we became very good friends. He was a very spindly man. He was built like a toothpick and looked like he weighed around 90 pounds. He was also fairly quirky, for lack of a better word. He absolutely hated men named Tabitha, and was also deathly allergic to the word Wednesday. Don't even ask me how that works. We frequently discussed our dissatisfaction with the current state of our country, eventually agreeing to one day overthrow the North Korean government and destroy the border. Time passed, and that day eventually came. The morning of, I arrived at the dimly lit Wendy's, ready for what was to come. We stocked up on guns and ammo and began our journey, on foot, to Kim Jong-un's mansion in Pyongyang. After 4 strenuous days, we had finally made it to the building. It was massive, fitting for the political figure that resided in it. The guards let us right in, there was no trouble there. We waltzed into the enormous living room and found Kim Jong-un taking a sponge bath, listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. I immediately respected him a little bit more. "Hey, can we please be president? You've kind of been president for a while and it's not fair," we asked, longing for a change in political power. "No," he answered quickly. "Please," we pleaded. "Okay," he finally concurred. We both turned to the door, but were stopped soon after by Kim. "Wait, what day is it?" he asked. We were confused as to why he had asked such a question. "Why do you ask?" "I'll only ever leave office on a Wednesday," he noted. This sparked something primitive in Quigbert, and he went into anaphylactic shock. Good thing I kept an EpiPen with me at all times. See page 1 about halfway through. I stuck the pen into his left thigh, and after about 2 minutes, Quigbert was back on his feet again. We had noticed that Kim Jong-un was still alive, and we had also noticed that we hadn't used any firearms yet. So, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, Kim was shot in the chest with a rifle. We disposed of the body and left later that evening. Finally, peace had been bestowed upon North Korea. Quigbert and I had both become the president, and after we came home we destroyed the border with a little help from South Korean President Moon Jae-in. And that is how, with a little help from your friends, you too can gun down the president and overthrow the government. Dan's break.